A Monday afternoon fire destroyed a popular local business that sold its products nationwide.
East Alabama residents paused Monday to honor relatives and friends who died while serving in the military. And thousands of dollars were raised this weekend to benefit a local medical clinic.
Sunshine and warm temperatures in store for East Alabama for the rest of the work week. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, one local youth team brought home gold this past weekend. Also, all-star startup for T-ballers this weekend. We have more on those in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
Lucy's Toys, a home-owned business with a national reputation for making stuffed toys, puppets, and blankets at its headquarters in White Plains, was destroyed by fire Monday afternoon. Lucy Moore, who had started the business in 1966, tells EAN News that she lost everything in this fire, which is still under investigation. Units from 3 area fire departments answered the call, but they were unable to save the building or its contents. Mrs. Moore says that she was told the fire might have started from a short in the air conditioner, but she doesn't know the exact cause. Lucy's Toys were sold mostly online and at trade shows, where the company received awards from many of the best arts and crafts festivals across the nation for quality and creativity. Mrs. Moore says that she, her son and daughter, and one other employee did all the work themselves. Now she says she has no idea what will happen to her business. She says the building appears to be a total loss, and at age 90, she doesn't know what will happen to her business. The news, she said, is all bad.
Ceremonies were held throughout East Alabama on Monday to honor local members of the U.S. military who were killed while in the service. The Memorial Day programs were held at cemeteries in Piedmont, Jacksonville, Oxford, Heflin, and other communities where the fallen soldiers are buried. One of the biggest events was held at McClellan, the former Army base that closed 25 years ago and is still the site for a large military cemetery. Some of the oldest graves in that cemetery date from the years after the U.S. Civil War. Another ceremony was held in Anniston's Centennial Memorial Park, which is the site of a wall that contains the names of all local soldiers who have been killed in action. Ken Rollins, who helped organize and build the memorial park, presided over Monday's ceremony.
We do appreciate you showing up because this is what it's all about. A lot of people are worried about the barbecue. One fellow told me about all those ribs he bought, and might end up raining them out. But that's a good day to do ribs. But it's also a good time that we take every year to do this. And all those 135,000 names that's up here represent a person.
During the ceremony, area residents were invited to place roses in front of the memorial wall to honor specific soldiers whose names are engraved on the wall. This fallen comrade ceremony was followed by a 21-gun salute and the playing of taps in honor of the soldiers. Our thanks to our news partners at the Calhoun Journal for providing video of Monday's ceremony.
When we come back, thousands of dollars were raised this weekend for an East Alabama medical clinic that serves people without health insurance.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
A crawfish cookout on Saturday raised more than $7,500 to benefit St. Michael's Clinic, which provides health care for low-income, uninsured residents of Calhoun County. Chad Sanders, who organized the fundraiser, donated the crawfish and equipment for the event. He told the Calhoun Journal that Three Dudes Seafood, his former business, helped make that benefit a success. He also thanked Sinclair Social, where the event was hosted, for donating 10% of its revenue for the day to St. Michael's. Ben Miller, one of the co-owners of Sinclair Social, says it's important for local businesses and community leaders to work together to help groups such as St. Michael's serve the public.
When we come back, a workshop will be offered this week to people looking for help opening new businesses in the area.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Prospective business owners who are looking for new locations to open their stores are invited to a downtown resources and incentives workshop in Oxford this week. Main Street Oxford and city officials are sponsoring this workshop, which is free to anyone who wants to participate. Among the topics to be discussed are Alabama's Historic Preservation Tax Credit, the City of Oxford's facade and signage grants, and federal programs from agencies such as the Small Business Administration and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. This free workshop begins Thursday evening at 6 at the Oxford Public Library.
You know, Mike, we had some storms yesterday morning.
Boy, did we ever.
We did, and it seems like after those storms, the humidity kind of dropped a little bit. It's been really nice outside.
Well, I think a lot of the moisture ended up on the ground outside of the air, and so maybe that did help a little bit.
I could use a few more days like this. How about you?
I could use as many more days as they will make available to us.
Well, to find out how many more of those days are available, Jon Holder is back. He joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us all about the weather. Welcome back, Jon.
Mike and Katie, it is good to be back in East Alabama, and I'm bringing some very nice weather with us for the next couple of days. We will break down the forecast for the rest of the work week for all of East Alabama next.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Plenty of sunshine today across East Alabama, and it is feeling more like summertime as we're now into the unofficial part of summertime in East Alabama. The unofficial start yesterday, 87 for the high today, a little bit above average. The morning low this morning at 65, again, just a little bit above the average for this time of year. Our record low temperature was 42 back in 1961. The record high just a year later at 1962 at 96 degrees. Sun rising at 5:35 tomorrow morning, and our sun setting tonight at 7:46. Weather on your street for a Tuesday night, clear and cooler tonight. You're really going to feel the crispness in the air, if you will. It's going to be very, very nice out there. 60 for the low on Sagewood Place in Jacksonville. Over on the west side of town, going to be very, very nice this evening. Temperatures in the 70s for most of the evening hours, and then dropping down very close to the upper 50s by early tomorrow morning. During the day tomorrow, a beautiful day for late May in East Alabama. Total sunshine on Highway 431 in Cleburne County at Hollis Crossroads. Sunshine 86, no chance of rain in the forecast. Just a very pleasant late May day coming up. And as we look at the rest of the work week across East Alabama, mostly sunny and warm. We'll keep high temperatures in the 80s throughout the rest of the week and into the weekend. If you're on Ansley Street over in East Gadsden in Etowah County, enjoy the very fine weather. No chance of rain in the forecast all the way through Friday here in East Alabama. Here's the 7-day forecast, and you will see rain-free weather, warm temperatures, some cool nights coming up, very pleasant weather. Look at that high temperature on Thursday, only 80 degrees for the high. We're going to see some folks in the normally cooler valleys only bottoming out into the upper 50s. We're going to see some very, very nice mornings coming up for the rest of the work week. Our next chance of rain, not until Saturday afternoon, about a 40% chance of a shower. A little bit better rain chance on Sunday and Monday of next week, about a 50-50 chance of a shower on Sunday afternoon, 30% chance on Monday, a 60% chance on Tuesday. But again, those will be late afternoon, early evening, scattered showers and thunderstorms with the heating of the day. Highs remain in the 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s. No hot weather, no cool weather coming for the foreseeable future across East Alabama. Yesterday on Memorial Day, we began the day with some hefty thunderstorms, some severe thunderstorm warnings and things like that moving through East Alabama. And as you can see, this ended at 7 o'clock yesterday, right about the time the storms were ending across East Alabama. And you can see most locations here in our part of the state seeing about a quarter to a half inch of rainfall. Heavy rainfall, but it came down in a very short amount of time. Again, about a quarter to a half inch for most folks, especially in parts of eastern Calhoun and most of Cleburne counties on yesterday. We'll take all the rainfall we can get at this time of year. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. as we take a look at your Wednesday day at a glance. And I'll be back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News as we'll continue to fine-tune the forecast for the rest of the work week across East Alabama. Coming up next in sports, Namath Pitts talking some youth baseball right now. Namath.
Thanks, John. Welcome back in from vacation. All-Star tournaments start this weekend and next week for local youth teams. One local youth team hit the diamond this past weekend in preparation for the All-Star tournament. Anniston 12U Bulldogs won the Central Alabama Standouts tournament this past weekend after beating Park West 3-0 and beating the Calhoun Cubs 7-2. Against the Calhoun Cubs, MJ Spinks hit a home run for the Bulldogs. MJ Spinks was also on the mound against Park West. He threw a 5-inning no-hitter. Coach Trevecchio Roberts talked about his team's performance this past weekend.
The team played at a high level this weekend. The pitching was, great for us. Marcel Spinks had a no-hitter against Park West. Harijah Harris and Cameron Williams had consistent games against Calhoun. So it was a good weekend of on the bases, playing in the field. A lot of great plays playing in the field. I took from the tournament what we can do, going into All-Star.
Coach Roberts has seen his team grow tremendously from the beginning of the season to now. He talked about what he learned about his team this past weekend.
I learned that, this team can face adversity. A lot of times in the game we wasn't, at our best. A lot of times in the games that we wasn't, we had calls go against us, but we faced adversity. We came out on top. So what I learned, basically, how do these kids face adversity? When they down, they keep playing. So that's basically, kind of what I learned this weekend from them.
The USSSA 12U All-Star Tournament starts next Monday with 3 different locations hosting the tournament. Games will be split up between Alexandria, Oxford, and Center. Coach Roberts talked about how this past weekend has prepared his team for the All-Star Tournament that starts next week.
This weekend prepared us very well for the All-Star Tournament because now I get to see, what we, need to work on going into this week of practice. I think it was a big momentum booster going into, the tournament, to win the tournament, then, us getting ready for All-Star. So it was a good tournament for us to be in.
The Calhoun County T-Ball Tournament will be this Friday and Saturday at Anniston Youth Baseball Fields, which are located in Fort McClellan. The T-Ball Tournament will feature 4 teams, Anniston, Sachs, Welborn, and Weaver. Coach Roberts, who's also the director of the City of Anniston Youth Sports, talked about hosting the T-Ball Tournament.
I'm excited for the T-Ball Tournament this weekend, hosted here. I'm ready to see, all the kids, come out and compete, hopefully, try to win that, the trophy. But I'm just excited for it. I'm, ready to see our team, Anniston, Weaver, Sachs, and Welborn, all compete for a championship.
That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal and Newsbreak. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.